Hey, Elon, welcome to my show. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Show Shorts. Why did you make a flamethrower?
Well, you know, I'm kind of the poshest American in America. I should have been British. Yes, I make flamethrowers.
Hell, that is so funny, Elon. Welcome to my show. Do you want to suck my toe banana?
I'd rather not. I make flamethrowers. Alright guys, joke out of the way. Now, this is not a review of Joe Rogan, by the way. I've been coming across meme coins now since about February, and I said there was going to be a meme coin explosion, and I was right. So the likes of Grumpy Cat, unfortunately, was not the right token, and it was flaunted by the former CEO, and that was a bad choice. That was a very bad choice. However, everything else afterwards has been great. So, Shiba Inu, Kishu Inu, Hokkaido Inu, and Nita Inu, a family of dogs. Obviously, Dogecoin has just gone up and back down, and carried on going back up again, and heavily supported by Elon Musk. And there was things like Rocket Bunny. Rocket Bunny did really well. Feg token, which was about apes and gorillas, and various other charitable donated tokens. Now, I've come across Joe Rogan Coin. Now, Joe Rogan obviously is an avid UFC podcaster. Not just UFC, he's a stand-up comedian. He's an advocate for drug abuse. So he supports charities against the abuse of drugs. And wildlife, so there's wildlife foundations that he's donated to. Now, here is a token that is called Joe Rogan Coin. Now, I have done a little bit of digging on this, and he's not actually aware, as of yet, about this token. Or about this coin. So their roadmap suggests that at some point at the end of this year they're going to meet Joe Rogan and try and have him as an ambassador for the project. Now, how do I know all this? I've been doing some digging, like I say. So this is the Twitter account, and this actually made me chuckle earlier. It's the 27-year anniversary of the real OJ32. Now, when I looked at this, I didn't realise the A-Team van was in there. Now, I don't know if that's been superimposed or photoshopped onto it, but it actually made me chuckle. So you got OJ Simpson driving along, and the A-Team van, all those cop cars. Now, that actually makes me want to go back and watch that video, just to see if that was real. Now, I don't know if it's 27 years to the day where he was arrested, or the day where he was actually running away in his truck, in his white truck, which incidentally wasn't the murder truck. He actually liked it that much he went out and bought a second one. I know quite a lot about this murder case. This is quite sad. So this is the first one that made me chuckle. And then we come all the way down. They retweet quite a few. You know, they're quite active on Twitter, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to have a blast in this bull market. Links below. Freak bitches. So they have a Telegram group, website, Twitter account. They have, I think 75% of their liquidity is locked. Sorry, there's 75% is burned, and there is a percentage that is locked. So they're doing giveaways on the Twitter account. Yeah, come on, baby, welcome to the tribe. So that takes me on to the website. The website's really funky, by the way. One of the reasons why I did the intro was because of the animations on the website. So essentially, they've taken the animations from the YouTube Joe Rogan Shorts. It's a 100% community-backed deflationary scheme. Did you see the banana between the toe there? And they've got an incredible burn rate, so they're trying to dissuade people from actually selling. So as soon as you buy the tokens, if you try and sell them on, you lose 5%. Then you lose the slippage fee that's in the air. So as we know, the meme coins are more riskier than any other token. So if I try and swap over, let's say Ethereum over into another token, I can probably get away with a 1% slippage fee. However, the meme coins tend to be somewhere between 5 and 15% slippage fee. So in the air, when you click swap, you'll automatically lose that 5 or 15% fee. Interesting. So not only that, you will lose the 5% fee on the burn rate, which is here. How it works: 5% burn rate and 5% redistributed to the holders. So if you're holding the token, you actually get rewarded by the burn rate, and funds will be donated to Rogan's favourite charities with every milestone hit in the community. and the total supply was 1 trillion, but there was a manual burn of 60%, and this was leaving 400 billion in circulation. Now you can already buy this on PancakeSwap, which is where I bought it from. The charities are things like the Gorilla Fund, Fight for the Forgotten, and Ocean Cleanup. Now the only thing that I noticed when I did some research was I always try and Google the two parts. So I tried to Google Joe Rogan and the Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund International, and this is what I came up with. I didn't come up with much, I'll be honest. So the only place I can find anything to do with both of them in the same thing was Reddit, and I don't always find Reddit a reliable source. So you can say, look, Joe Rogan Coin has adopted 4 gorillas from the Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund, which is absolutely fine. There's a charitable donation gone from Joe Rogan Coin over to the charity, but I can't find anything directly associated with Joe Rogan and that particular charity. But I do know that Joe Rogan does a lot of wildlife donation. In fact, Steve Irwin, who sadly passed away about 10-12 years ago now, he directly donated something like $80,000 to one of his wildlife funds. So that's one of the things I've been catching up with. And here is a specific MMA fighter, Justin Wren, who is part of, well, obviously in this picture, doing the charitable event. So you know, the demeanor behind the token itself is actually really good. Now the roadmap, let's just go down to the roadmap. Roadmap is about here now. Now when I read this the other day, barely any of these were ticked. So they've got the website up, which is obviously where I found the information from anyway. Twitter, Telegram, I'm on Telegram. I found Instagram today. They've done the pre-sale. They've launched on PancakeSwap, hence where I actually bought the tokens. Now, not only have I bought the tokens, I've swapped some of them back as well, so I can confirm that the token has real liquidity. I know that the application's gone ahead on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, because I actually emailed the team directly, and they have confirmed that the application did go ahead. Now, they wanted to reach 2,500 addresses, and they can't be too far off this. As already mentioned, the burn rate was 600 billion tokens, so they directly want to help inflate the price of the token. And in a moment we'll go over to the chart just so we can see the price and what it's done. Now it's only about 15 days old this, so it's super early. And donate to the first charity, which they've already done, build a network and launch the first gateway. Most of this is actually already ticked off. Round 2 donations. Now great roadmap, but what I actually want to get through round 2 is work with Joe himself. So in round 3 towards December of this year, I believe, to collaborate with the man himself, okay, Joe Rogan. Now if they get as far as this and you was to buy today, God knows what you're going to be worth. Now the reason why I say that now, what you might be sat there thinking is, why don't Joe Rogan just go and launch his own coin? Fantastic idea. But these guys, what they actually want to do is get in there first. If they can actually get traction and then bring Joe Rogan on and let's say donate Joe some tokens as a charitable event, he may actually burn some of the tokens to one of his charities. Let's say he gets given 10 billion tokens or something. I don't know, just making up that figure, but let's say he gets 10 billion tokens and he decides to give 90% of that away to a charity. That would automatically inflate the price of the tokens. So there's lots of opportunities to actually get into this and actually make some money, but at the same time, everyone who donates, or sorry, everyone who actually invests in this coin is actually helping donate to these charities. Now again, great asset in mind, you know, kind of a good roadmap, sensible idea behind the token. Now you'd be worried about utility, so I would suggest that if these guys are listening to this video right now, it may be worth thinking of a utility, maybe a global sort of tokenization, ways to actually spend the token in a charity. So let's say QR code on your mobile phone and you want to make a donation, and you can walk into any charity that supports Joe Rogan's coin, scan your phone and just help donations that way. That's kind of a real utility. You can actually physically donate at your local charity. That's one idea. And obviously making the coin saleable, so you can actually buy things with that token in charitable events. Just an idea out there, but you know, if they had a bit more utility behind this, God knows where this could be. Now just nipping over to Reddit. I don't always find Reddit a reliable source of information, but let's just have a quick read. So Joe Rogan Coin, 950k market cap, burn complete, liquidity locked, 4 gorillas adopted already, marketing switched on, and collabs coming up. And these also confirm that CMC is on the way. Now obviously CoinGecko is has been applied for too. Any comment? I always like to see comments. So no one's left any bad or negative comments. This post was left 24 hours ago. So let's just refresh that just to make sure. Yep, so there's no bad comments. There's a few videos on YouTube that I've researched, and everything seems legit actually up to this stage. The thing that we obviously want to hear is that they're going to be audited and everything is kosher. But I mean, as soon as they go on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, then on the way to being audited, and like I say, very early stage token. Let's just have a refresh of this just while we wait for that. Like I say, this is only about 15 days old, so obviously the token's gone from literally nothing and it's had a pump already. Now with the likes of Rocket Bunny and Feg, there was Red Panda did really well too. You got your Kishu Inus and your Akita Inus and all that as well. Let's have a look. They all did a very similar pattern to what this is actually printing right now. So let's click on the day chart. So there is definite activity on this token itself. Now can we measure this? Now some of these early tokens you can't actually measure the price movement, but let's have a look. Look at this percent, 1,500% from last week. Obviously it's gone up 1,500%. If you was to have got in on day one, even if you was in now, you'd have made 677%. If this was to go back to all-time high, nearly 3,000% from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days ago. 3,000%. So let's just say we go from this point now up to all-time high. So roughly there, back to all-time high. Let's squish that down. 350%. Can you afford not to make 350% return on your token? And not only that, like I say, this token is super early. We have a long way to go in the roadmap. December is ridiculously a long way away. In fact, it's not even on there. Look, December is here, and their roadmap is for the rest of the year. So this, guys, has a long way to go. So if you're looking for something super early with a good demeanor behind it, there's obviously good heart behind the token itself. And guys, if they really do get hold of Joe Rogan and he takes a liking to this, bearing in mind Joe Rogan is a massive advocate for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and obviously looking after people with drug habits, you're trying to bring people out of it, charitable events, looking after the planet, donating £80,000 to his own charities. If these guys can actually follow and see through, and it's obviously community driven as well, so this should actually be pushed forward by the community to all of the charities that Joe Rogan persists with, and that would do really well for this token. So let's have a quick look. So if you ever wanted to know what Joe Rogan's ever done a charity donation for, you can just literally go to Google, type it in. It's Joe Rogan charity donations, and just have a quick read through the actual donations that he's given to. You can always cross-check back to the website just to make sure that what they're doing is what Joe Rogan would do on his own roadmap, and essentially just follow the website, have a look at the price, and if you don't want to get in this early, then please follow the token itself. I have corroborated this address. It is the right address, and like I said, there is real liquidity. Obviously this chart is charts.bogged.finance. I'm expecting this to hit DEX tools at some point, and then as soon as it goes on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, this should fly. Now, one of the things that I'm going to point out with this particular token is the timing. The timing of this, let's rewind back to February when Shiba Inu started taking off really loudly. Bitcoin did its move right up to 64,000k, and then it came right the way back down again, and obviously it took the whole market with it, including Memecoin. Now we've come back down to about $35,000 as of today. Let's say we go back to $64,000. All the meme coins are going to go straight back up again. Advocate of meme coins, but I do prefer the top 100 in ranking systems. But meme coin picks are actually incredibly difficult to do, mainly down to rug pulls. But what I'm saying is this has a really good community behind it. It's a very early stage community. It's very polite in Telegram. Has a long way to go. And now the timing is absolutely perfect. Bitcoin has had a crash. If we start going back up to 64. In fact, Bitcoin's been undervalued. They say it should be worth $82,000 by about the 16th, 17th, maybe 18th of July. So over the next 4 weeks, we should see Joe Rogan Coin do really well. If you like the sound of this video, guys, you need to step on board. I've got a new Telegram group which I'll put inside the description below. I've got a Patreon group where you can come support me for £3 a month, very cheap. I'm doing a 100 token prediction on token metrics, and you'll see the video this weekend. If you want more of that, please go over to my Patreon, drop over £3, start nominating tokens for me to do token predictions on. Thanks guys, we're nearly at 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for all the support. Here are my patrons on the screen. Thanks to all these guys that have supported me recently. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.